Now in this example, we will see instead of moving the default values, which were like 34 and hello world, let's move the value of PLC tag in the database. Okay, so this is our database, and I would like to remove these two values because this doesn't make any sense now. So I will write delete from, this is the syntax to delete the value from your table. So the values are deleted. And once again, if I write select star, so we have an empty table. Okay, now I want to use the same button, or I can make another button. I will copy paste this one. I will use this button to move the value of speed and the timestamp. Now here you see I'm using a timestamp, and I took this as a tag here. If you see, this is the tag. I will show you how this is coming. I will write it as timestamp, and its data type is date time. And if you see the ignition path, I choose this from server, and where was that? Okay, it's tough to find. Let me just, okay, you see here it's coming from gateway, current date time, system, gateway, and current date time. So let me see, where is that? Yeah, system, gateway, current date time. So I'm taking this tag from here. So this is the date time inside my software. So I'm using this from the gateway. So this date time, I'm just displaying it here. Okay, so what I will do is with this button, I will move this in the timestamp in my database here, timestamp, and the speed which is coming here. This is reading the speed. So if you see, this is the speed which is coming here. So we move the speed and the time into a database, so we know that in which time what was the speed. Okay, this is one of the example why I'm doing this. So let me open that again, and now you see value 1. Now value 1 will be this timestamp, value 2 will be this PLC tag. So what I will do is delete these two things here, and the easiest way to add the tag PLC tag is go here, this button, it says insert tag. So now here you will find the tags. So my tags are in Siemens. Value 1 was this tag, and this tag I have defined here already. So this is the tag, and I'm using its value. Okay, so this is the value which I want to move inside. Or maybe let me just open that again. Hold on a second. Yeah, in the value I received this. Can I open this? This is the value, and that's the timestamp. So you can either take this one, or you can take this one, or you can take this value as well. So these value and timestamp basically are the same. So open this again and selecting the tag, Siemens, new tag, I will take the value. So this is the value. And secondly, I want to move the value of my PLC tag. Okay, so for in that case, I will go to tag again, tags, Siemens, conveyor, speed, and speed value. So I have two tags defined here, and I'm wondering why this is a red line here. No variable alternative and input Siemens. Okay, let's do it another way. Instead of reading the tags directly, what I'll do is I'll read it from the screen, which is sometimes it's not giving me an error. So from my screen, if I see this one, okay, once more time. If you see this one is your label 1, and this is your meter. Okay, so label 1 and meter. I want to read these two values. So we'll go back here again. So let's see, in the root container we have our label 1. So this is my label 1, and I will take its text because this is bolded, this is string, this is which is being used here. So I will take this one here, and now I don't have any error. Now in the value 2, I will take, sorry again, I will take this is my meter. So meter, I will take its value. Okay, so I have label 1 text and meter value, which are going to value 1 and 2, and this is going to the column. So I don't have to change anything, I just have to change the value source. So click apply and click OK. Now I go to play, Now let's see, our database is right now, it's empty. So when I click insert, this should move these two values now. Let's see that. The value should be 24.45. Okay, now we have the values, and you notice here the value here is in integer and this is here in real because I made this as an integer. So what I can also do is, if I go to alter table and if I see if I have a real, we have float. So we can take float, apply. So I changed my table. Oh, now let's see if it works. I click insert again, and this time we have a float value. So that's how you can use a button to move the value of your PLC information into the database. So we are moving very close to what we really want. What we really want is, if we change the speed here, it should automatically move to the database. I don't want to use the button because there is nobody here who will keep pressing the button to save the value in the database. We want things to happen automatically. Now in that case, if I keep moving the values in my database, if it changes, what I will get, I can find out my maximum, my minimum, and average values. That we will do in the database. But for now, I will show you how to move the value automatically. Now in this case, just copy the script because the script is working. I will copy this one and go here, double click this one. Sorry, not double click, right click and go to scripting. Now here I have pasted the script which says property change, the same script I did that before. Now what will happen if I change its value from my factory I or from any external environment? Its property is changing. I mean, it's having a different value now, and when it has a different value, the script will automatically be executed. So we put the script in the property exchange of this meter. Okay, now let's try that. So this is 24.45 now, and in our database, what do we have at the moment? We have these two values. So I will open my factory IO, and let's say some operator come and he changed the value to 37 and then 51. So two values have been changed. So if I refresh, you see these two values are updated. So whenever user changes a value, it will update in the database automatically. You see? So that's how we have recorded the values whenever the speed changes automatically with some timestamps. Okay. Now this is one of the example for the speed. We will also do the same example for the travel time, but that will do in the later videos, but the fundamentals are same. Now we have these values here, and we will execute some scripts to find out which value was the maximum or which value was the minimum and what is the average value. Once we have these three values, we will just put this in our chart, and this will be a visual representation and analytics of our speed. Okay, so the main fundamental was to put the values in the database. We do some computation and display it here. Let's see that in our next video. Thank you.